Hey everybody, it's Cassandra with being diagnosed with MS. Thanks for tuning into my new video. I have a lot to talk about, but I'll try to keep it short so I keep your attention. In my last video, I had reported my trip to Chicago and the results that I got from MRI scans and my doctor and new medication. And I think at the end of the video, I explained that I was just going to try Copaxone for another 6 months and stress management and more fruits and veggies and, emphasizing a better, healthier lifestyle than, what I was already doing, just trying to incorporate more of that. And I wanted to post a new video earlier to kind of tell you guys that things kind of changed a little bit medication wise, because Copaxone for me, the side effects part was wonderful because I didn't have any as far as feeling sick or headaches or anything like that. It didn't come with that, but it did come with site injection reactions, and in that part continued to just kind of progressively get worse. And a lot of times for people they get better. For me it didn't. And I would give myself the shot. I was on 40 milligrams every other day, so Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I would just 2 days later after an injection shot, I would still be sitting on the couch with an ice pack because it still burned, and it was very uncomfortable, and it started to mess with my skin, and I started wondering, is this really worth 6 more months of this? Or a pill form started to sound more and more enticing, and so I decided I would give Jelenia a try. And I called my doctor, and we filled out the paperwork and had to go through several different loopholes because I live in Michigan, and I guess it's a little bit more difficult for the company to pay for Jelenia's first dose, which, if you know anything about Gilenya, you have to be monitored for 6 hours when you take your first dose, because it can lower your heart rate, and so they just like to do an EKG and blood pressure and things like that. So to make the story short, I was put on Gilenya. I started May 13th, was the very first day I did my dose, and everything went well. The monitoring and all of that went good. It did lower my heart rate. I think it dropped to about 50, but I was kind of resting and sleeping, and so it was kind of normal that I would get that low, I guess, during the time I was on the medication. And it all went well. I wasn't on it for very long, unfortunately. The bad news is I was one of the rare few who is allergic to Gilenya, and I didn't notice it until 4 days after I started taking the pill. It came with a mild headache, but it wasn't anything you can't tolerate, and I felt really chill on it, which was kind of strange, but I did. And I thought I would really like it, and it was a pill. I mean, you took a pill and that was it, and it was easy. But it didn't work out, unfortunately. I started having itchy spells and breaking out in hives, and not hives, but just, I mean, you could tell it was an allergic reaction, and it kept progressively getting worse every day, and eventually I had to go to the emergency room, and I was put on steroids, which I actually just finished my last dose today, of prednisone, and which, by the way, prednisone sucks, but anyway, so yeah. So Jelenia was a no-go for me, and it was really, it was a bummer, because then it's like, well, okay, well, what do you do now? I mean, you have the Tysabri idea, and then you have the other medications, Tecfidera, but no offense to anybody who is doing any sort of medication, I think that it is a way to fight MS, and it's something that you're doing for it, and you should feel good about that. This video, I want to say that I am going to challenge myself to do something, and I wanted to invite you all who are watching this video to follow me and kind of see what happens, because I've decided to do my own science experiment on myself. And it's a little scary, I'll admit, but so is being on medication. So I have decided now to not do any medication. I'm not going to go on anything. And some of you might be watching this and thinking I'm crazy. I've actually even had people comment on some of my videos and contact me and say that, you know, MS can't be cured with a diet. There's no reversing. I'm young. Wait till I get older. I'll progress. I'm in denial. And I feel so sorry for those people. And you know what? And they could be right. But why would I want to feel miserable and depressed right now about what's to come? I'm not there yet. So I would rather enjoy now with what I can do and have an amazing opportunity to see if I can prove, you know, some folks wrong. And it's already being proven wrong. People are doing it right now out there where they're not treating themselves with medication. They are taking care of their bodies and they are doing really well on it. And I think for me personally, I don't have the kind of resources money-wise to continue to get MRI scans every 6 months and blood work and follow-up doctor appointments, and any new medication that I try is going to require those types of things, and I just don't have that kind of money. And even if I did, in all of my videos, I talk so much about my belief in nutrition and in Jesus Christ, and I think that it's time I put that belief to the test. And I was doing that by doing the nutrition and in my spiritual walk, but I was also coming at it with medication, which, again, there's nothing wrong with that. But since Copaxone didn't work for me, Jelenia didn't work for me, I'm going to just try and not do anything except, you know, again, stress management, which I am currently being active about that right now by doing more meditation, and I am currently, you know, taking Prozac to help just kind of with the transition. Not exactly a huge fan of being on Prozac, but you know, it is helping. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, you know, if it helps, okay. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, and then challenging myself. So what am I gonna do about, okay, so I have a plan, I do, and it inquires exercise, spiritual walk, and stress management again. And exercise, there are 3 categories that I want to focus on. One is stretching every day, weight-bearing exercises, and like leg exercises, so squats and different leg exercises. I think it's really important to keep my muscles very strong and produce more mitochondria cells, and I highly recommend, if you have MS, if you don't have MS, I don't care, research mitochondria and what that is. I didn't even know that word until I got diagnosed and started researching Dr. Walls and, you know, just health in general. And it's amazing the things you can learn about your body and how it can work for you naturally, natural remedies, if you just do the research. And it's beautiful and wonderful, the things you can find out. I will admit, to make the transition and create good habits does not come easy. Takes a lot of discipline and a lot of starting over days, definitely, to be good at it. So I am no pro at this. I'm not sitting here staring at you guys telling you that I know exactly what I'm doing and I know it all. I absolutely don't. I just know that I feel passionate about this and I've researched it enough, and I have a faith-like mind where I'm going to give this a try. And I'm young. I'm 27. I have no idea what my future looks like. All I know is what now looks like and what I can control and what I can't. So I hope to continue to post videos once a week at least, maybe, if I can. We're currently in the process of trying to move. So we're going to be selling our house and things, so things can get a little chaotic. But I really want to show you guys, especially non-believers out there, that you know, there is definitely a possibility with having a great and wonderful and healthy life by just making healthy choices. And I'm hoping I can show you guys that based on the decisions that I'm making. So subscribe to the video, stay in touch with me, I guess, and know that I will be honest and forthright. If something's not working, I'll tell you. If something's working, I'll tell you. And I don't expect to not have bad days. I have MS. It's not going to disappear with this. I know that. And I already have brain damage. There's damage on my spine. I know I'll have symptoms. It's just part of this stupid disease. That's what's going to happen to me. But the important thing is to keep a good attitude, to keep a fighting attitude. And I plan to do this. And I'm excited to do this. And I just want to show you all that there is hope out there for those who are having a really hard time. And I may not be like you in your MS journey, but we gotta fight together. That's how we get through these things. And even if you don't have MS and you want to be healthy, feel healthy, I encourage you to just research and make healthier choices. So, on a lighter note, I'm wearing my green MS t-shirt. I did the MS walk in Grand Rapids, Michigan on May 21st, and it was awesome. It was a pretty good turnout, I thought. And they had some funny, like, Star Wars theme with it, which, if you know me, I'm a nerd and I love Star Wars. So that was really cool. I kind of got some pictures with some people dressed like bounty hunter and things like that. So that was pretty cool. But anyway, so yeah, that's my update. I just wanted to let you guys know, and if you have any questions, comments, please do so down at the bottom. Continue to stay tuned in to see how I'm doing, and I'm hopefully excited to share good news with you as I continue on this experiment. I don't know what you call it, but no medication, natural awesomeness. That's what I'm doing. Oh yeah, just so you know, these do not come easy. I'm very proud of these. Yes, I am. Looking pretty good there, aren't they? Little scruffle, huh? I mean, that's like hair. What's the right word? Is the bathroom that way or that way? Anyway, my point is, you can feel good. Do it. Make the choice. That's right.